Well, people have said that the group of people with disabilities is the largest minority in the United States, that anybody can join at any second. And it's probably one of the most unheard group of people in the city of Colorado Springs.
They don't have a voice.
They do not have a voice, and therefore nobody to advocate for them.
What I suffer from is MS. With the MS, there are relapsing symptoms. The TRP was an established program that I could afford, that I could go to on a regular basis, that could help me with my goals.
When you're a teenager with special needs, you need the support, and so you're not as independent as some other teenagers might be. During breaks and summers, I don't think that there are very many activities for people that have disabilities or special needs. I think therapeutic rec fills that void.
They need an outlet. They need something to raise their self-esteem. There's been so many times that I've been with clients and heard them say this is the most fun they've ever had in their whole life.
But therapeutic recreation is more than just play. It's goal-oriented. It helps people increase their memory, their mobility, their balance. It increases independence. It helps people be integrated within society, and it really helps build skills that transfer into everyday life. We partner with local school districts, other agencies that provide services for people with disabilities. It's really to enhance what we do and make sure we serve the people that we can to the best of our ability. Volunteers are so important to our program. We couldn't do a lot of things that we do without them. They help increase the safety ratios with some of the programs that we do. We rely very heavily on their support. In response to some city budget cuts, the TRCP was formed, which is a friends group. It's also known as the Therapeutic Recreation Community Partners. It's really a group of parents, volunteers, concerned citizens that have come together to form a grassroots effort to really provide support and advocacy for the program. We really offer a wide variety of activities. The best way that we can describe it is that we break it into 5 core areas. There's arts and culture, sports, fitness and aquatics, social enrichment, community integration, and leisure education and outdoor adventures.
I have a daughter with Down syndrome that goes to mixed emotion dance group. Young adults like Kelly cannot participate in a lot of the recreational activities because they need constant supervision. She may not participate and just sit down. She needs encouragement. So she needs people who understand her. It's important to her. She knows exactly which days she goes. She gets up, has her dance clothes ready. She knows that that's her dance class, and she really does take ownership. Well, I think she has more self-confidence, that she can do things. She will try to be more independent. Kind of has that confidence that you would hope for somebody of her age.
The Therapeutic Recreation Program provides adaptive cycles, and we've had many people come through the program, be exposed to the adaptive cycles, and go on to purchase one of their own. And now, on a day-to-day basis, they have all the recreational opportunities that the rest of us do.
The TRP, it just allowed me to make that little adjustment to my amputation so I could get back on a bike again. They have a special bike that I can use, a recumbent trike, that's modified for me. When I first started, I had just come off chemotherapy, so I was very, very weak. But now I can get on, I can ride, and my strength is incredibly better than when I started.
I was looking to play basketball. I didn't know of any other organization in the Springs that had sports available for disabled people. One of my biggest struggles with being in a chair is fatigue and just feeling tired a lot. I definitely noticed after playing basketball for a couple hours, my energy level was better. And then after doing it, once a week for a few weeks, I just noticed having more energy for the rest of the week as well.
When I started this program, I was not able to walk without the use of a walker and wasn't able to get myself around. Through the course of doing this program, I've been able to graduate off of the walker. My balance and my strength has improved to the point where I can drive myself around. I can walk, a longer distance, and I can just get around and manage things better.
I have multiple sclerosis. I've had it since 1984. I've been in the wheelchair for the past 5 years. I was involved with another therapy that I wasn't really satisfied with. They would do it for you, and just sitting in water and somebody lifting my leg, lifting it back. I didn't want to do that, so I heard about this program to go. I think I read it in the brochure, and I watched how they got in the water. I watched what they did do. She showed me that, reassured me you could do this, and I've been there ever since. I love it.
I actually heard about the Therapeutic Rec program through my platoon sergeant in the Warrior Transition Unit. With my brain injury and everything's always just running a mile a minute and I can't get focused. They found out my background was a sniper, so they immediately thought, hey, let's get him shooting. And knowing that I'm just shooting to have fun, then I could let my guard down a little bit. My first Paralympic sport that I got into, officially and stuff, was biathlon. And then I started training in cycling because they just wanted to get me in overall shape and stuff, and it turned out I was a phenomenal cyclist. I've got 3 medals from the U.S. National Championships. It just gave me a part of my active lifestyle back. It got so dramatic that, my wife said, she was like, I'm finally getting my husband back. That's, the man she fell in love with.
My son, Sean Dillon, has been participating in therapeutic rec programs since he was about 8 years old. By going on the website, I learned that he could participate in an inclusion program at the West Center with support from therapeutic rec. So we started doing that in the summers and over breaks. And so when he was, I believe, 9th grade, we moved over into the Teen Scope program, and he's been there ever since, and now he's a senior in high school. This summer, I noticed the biggest change because it was his 3rd season in the program. So he was a veteran. He got to be, if you will, the big man on campus, and he just really participated like no other. At the end of the day, he didn't just leave all his confidence behind. He took it with him. Just to see him out there advocating for himself, even in small things like ordering in a restaurant. I know that's not a therapeutic rec activity, but the carryover of that confidence piece that he gets by participating like anybody else does, you just see it in other parts of your life as well. It's huge.
When we first brought him to the program, he wouldn't even let go of my hand. And he was 16 years old at the time. Just no opportunities to get out and do things alone, to develop independence, to develop life skills.
They had a program called Dinner and a Movie, and it was an opportunity for them to be in a social setting with 5 or 6 other young teenagers. It was just a very safe environment for him to kind of launch out in. They have day outings like field trips, just opportunities to see things that broaden their world.
Our son, as a result of doing this, has since been employed at Safeway for 10 years. You fast forward from then to now, he is appropriate, he is productive in his community. We feel that TR was instrumental.
And at the end of the day, it's all about people.
It is.
And that these people are significant and they have something to contribute. A lot of them work, they pay taxes to the city, they vote. They're important to the community.
Our son has autism, and autism, by definition, is very isolating. And we do not live really in a world where people with developmental disabilities are truly accepted. When he was young and we lived in California, he used to boogie board almost every day in the summer. We would have to pull him out of the water. He loved it. When his friend Katie Janeway was 14 years old, she drowned in a crowded swimming pool. Dimitri was traumatized about the water, And for years, we could not get him to go near any water. It was suggested to us that we try water skiing with Dimitri. It was a moment in time for us when we saw Felicia take one hand, Diane take Dimitri's other hand, persuaded him very patiently, incredibly kindly and gently to take off his shoes and put his feet in the water. So Dimitri got in the boat, he went around a couple of times, he got out, and we thought this was a stunning step forward. This summer we had even more and more progress. This is summer number 3, where Dimitri was happy to be in the tube with his peers. He's much more confident at work, much more confident in his other activities, much more confident in his own life. We get more expressive language. So, you know, it is like a series of miracles.
Some say that a community is measured by the way it treats its citizens who are most vulnerable. Our role is to help people with disabilities be integrated into society, and our program helps to accomplish that.
It's incredibly rewarding to collaborate with the TRP because you have a band of, I always call them angels, that run this program, and they are able to provide recreational opportunities of an incredibly wide and a very diverse nature. It's inspiring to be a part of it.
It just is the best thing ever for someone to know that they're just as good as other people out there, that they can do things. And I've seen people with physical disabilities that used to be able to do all kinds of things and then had that taken away from them. And now they can start doing things again. That is so valuable.
Without the TRP and the support from the TRP and the professionals at the TRP, there is no way that I could have done the things that I've been able to do. It changed me from being a victim to a survivor.
There is nothing in Colorado Springs that can equal it. There are no opportunities like the opportunities Therapeutic Rec can offer. Life without Therapeutic Rec would be unimaginable.
Thank you to every single person here and in the city too. I know that this city has been struggling financially, and I just appreciate them having the resources to provide this program. I think it's a critical part of our community in terms of quality of life and enjoyment in the Pikes Peak region to be able to provide for all of our citizens. And so providing this for folks with special needs fills a great void.